So here is the surprise that I wanted to share with you all. I've already uploaded it to my shorts, but it was in short form, right? So this is the porcelain doll, the antique that I bought from the thrift store on Sunday, $5.99, right? And so you can imagine that somebody paid way more than $5 or $6 for this doll. Like with most of them, they probably were in the double digits at least, and probably in the mid to high range. I don't really know. I see on Etsy and on eBay that they're selling on the low side at $45, and then I saw one as high as $75 and one at $80. But whoever was collecting these dolls, when they were collecting them, I'm sure they had more than one or two, or at least two of their favorites. But some people had a lot. I had a girlfriend who had probably about 20 of them. And I don't know what she ever did with hers, but I know in the thrift store that they're on probably 75 to 90 at this point. And I've seen them there a number of times. But I'm just saying that I was thinking to get some last night. I was going to get maybe about 10. And then I thought about it and I was like, okay, and then what you're going to do with them? Because clearly I'm not going to be doing any type of restoring like people would if it's cracked or scratched up or broken even, maybe even missing limbs. I watched a couple of YouTube videos last night, and they were doing restoration for the dolls like this. And they were not really fixing shoes or clothing, but they were fixing broken pieces and missing pieces. And I did see one guy who took the hair out the head and took the clothes off. And it appeared that he found it in a landfill somewhere. And he changed all of the clothing and stuff like that. And he made the hair out of some type of shirt, and he cut it and made it in strips, and then he tied a piece of string around it, and he put the clothes on it and all like that. And he did a good job, in my opinion, for just, the few things that he did. Wasn't anything fancy, but that's my idea. When I was thinking to get some, I was thinking to take all of their clothes off of all of them. First thing is that when I go, I'm going to make sure all of them have shoes. And if they don't have shoes, we're going to try shoes on from another one that has shoes. And that's what we're going to do, because we need to make sure that they have the parts and pieces that they can have. So that's where I'm at with that. And I want to get them some more modern day clothes, just to change their outfits. I mean, I'm not going to do away with their clothes, like throw them away or anything like that. I want to keep these clothes, and maybe we'll do, dress up the way like when you go to amusement park somewhere, and then they have those little side shows where you can go into for photos, those side booths, I should say, and you go in and you can dress up Western or antique vintage of some sort. And maybe we'll bring the clothes back out and, change them around and put them on different ones of the dolls. And that's what I was thinking about. And so I keep pausing and stopping in these places because I don't have the video editor right now for my computer, because it's hard to understand which one I want to get. First, I don't know how to use it, and the one I was studying on Open Shot Video Editor, for some reason it didn't update, and so I'm not sure if that's still available as an option for PC. Meanwhile, you have to choose something for PC and then something else for mobile, and so I'm trying to make sure that they don't put this like this as a still and put that for the picture, but that they'll choose something, maybe like with my hand here, or me with the bow, or just looking at her face, because YouTube will choose a still because this has not been uploaded the way it ought to be from my computer. So that's why I keep pausing and stopping. But you know, this just would make sense as a YouTube thumbnail, and prayerfully they will choose something that makes sense. You know, even this would make sense. This is eye-catching, like, okay, what is that? You know, or something. But my idea of collecting, or not even collecting, I don't want to use the word collecting, my idea of getting some of these dolls last night, which I only brought her, was that you all might enjoy watching me make them more modern day. Like, I'm going to wash and comb their hair, and I thought, okay, while I was sleeping last night, all these thoughts was in my head, so my conscience was wide awake because I was still thinking of these dolls. And if I'm going to get them on tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, 30% off at the thrift store versus any other day is 20 or 25%. Clearly, I want to get the most for my money when I'm trying to think of this, because I don't really have it to spend. But if you all would like to watch these dolls and have the opportunity of helping to give them a name, let's come up with a name for the ones that I choose. They have black, they have white, they have one that I saw that was Asian, and one that I saw that looked like it was Indian. And they come in different sizes, even from the type that you would cradle, like a baby that you would cradle, but in almost life size. And then the kind of baby that would be crawling. They're all porcelain, and those are not the ones I want because their hair is actually a part of the porcelain or ceramic that's painted to their heads. I want dolls to have hair. And so they have male and they have female, and the males have hair too, and they have young and they have old, and most of them have this vintage type clothing. The guys have like trousers and jackets or sweaters and things like that, stuff that I might have to dye so that it looks right. I don't really know, but that's what I was thinking of. Like, but you guys got to engage with me. You got to let me know if it's something that you would like to watch. And that's what I asked on my YouTube short, because what would be the point of me getting it for your entertainment, but you're not watching, you're not consuming? So that's where I'm at with that. So I just wanted to make sure that I gave this longer video, because what I was doing actually was picking out some ceramics that I'm going to repaint, and that's where I was in that aisle. And I just happened to look at one of these dolls, and she was the Asian one, and she was standing up tall and pretty. She was really tall, and she was on a stand, and she was Christmassy. She had on a really pretty red plaid print Christmas dress, red, green, gold trim, like gold piping type, and it was very, very pretty, and I wanted to get that, and that's what really had my attention. But they had a number of other ones, and they all range between $4.99 to that tall one that I spoke about, Christmassy. She was $14.99. So tomorrow, if I want to get them, I will get them 30% off of each one, or the total price or something like that. And so that's what that deal would be. But I wanted to share with you all and to let you know that that is the thought, to try and come together with a more modern look. I don't know. I used to make doll clothes out of socks, old socks. And for these type of dolls, I'm not sure what I would use. And I was thinking again while I was sleeping last night, maybe I'll get some infant sweatsuit type of material, because that little teeny arm of the sweatpant, or the sweatpant where the elastic is, I could cut that one leg and put it on a doll like this and split it to make it a pant, and then sew it and, you know, use the shirt and make like a sweatshirt. I don't really know what I'm going to do. Then it would come to the shoes, right? And so when we think about the shoes, it's like, I don't know if I would use for this maybe a piece of foam from a craft store and just cut a second piece to make the heel part, or if I would use cardboard. But then I was thinking maybe I get a piece of vinyl, maybe the length of 2 legal pieces of paper, legal sheet paper, right? Like the length of 2 of them. And that would be enough just to make little shoes for these dolls. And I would just cut a small band of it like that to make like a wide slipper, almost Indian style. And then glue it down to a piece of cardboard or a piece of foam or something and make it like a slipper. And it would be like that and just slide onto the foot. Because I'm not a seamstress and I'm certainly not a cobbler, which is a shoemaker, right? Or somebody who fixes shoes or whatever like that. And I don't really know what I would do, but I don't really want to invest without a lot of feedback. I need a lot of feedback. And so, like I'm saying tomorrow, but what if people don't watch this video? But a lot of people are watching my content, so I'm going to try and say this stuff the same way in a shorter way. And I know my hand keeps coming across the screen because this is my phone. And I'm trying to hold it and move the doll around and, just give some extra stills that YouTube can snatch to put for a thumbnail versus them using something that's ridiculous. So you all can at least have some understanding of what this video might be about. So that's where I'm at with that. And I just wanted to put it up here and give some idea. I did not buy any of the ceramics that I was going to look at last night for repainting. I have about 5 of them that I still have to repaint, like I did that rainbow heart one. But meanwhile, I'm just saying that I was thinking of getting some of these, and I will be redoing their hair and finding other clothes for them to wear. And I will be probably looking for them to have a stand. A lot of them have stands, and then it's a lot of stands in the bin where the dolls are not connected to it. And I don't know if this one had a stand. Perhaps it did, but not all of them do. Some of them, I saw 2 of them in the boxes that they came in, so I don't really know. But I would look into all of that before I purchase, because I just want to make sure that I have, you know what I'm saying, what I want the way I want it and everything. So this is where I am with this, and I just wanted to put this video up so that you all can take a look at it, because it's not easy to say all of these things in 60 seconds, and I must have done it probably about 5 takes before I decided, you know what, just do what you're going to do and upload it on a long form video. Just do it as an upload video versus create short. And that's what I'm doing. So hopefully YouTube will choose something and they'll see this doll's face or this here or something, and not be looking at those crates over there, or something crazy like just this blue fleece that I have on my table, so that she wasn't just white against the white table like that. She's not white, but her clothing. So I just wanted to do that and just share this out with you all, and hopefully you will give some feedback on whether or not you think I should buy 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 of these. Because yesterday I wanted about 10, and that would have been $150 at least with a discount. And tomorrow it'll probably be like $130 with a discount. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure. And then when I'm done redoing them and trying to come together with, what their names are and how they look now and all of that, then perhaps you all might get to have one, because I don't want to keep them like, the people who collected them in times past, and they just, like she's laying on this table, and now they in the thrift store like, just dropped into a bin somewhere, broken up and mixed up and, without love in a home. They feeling like the misfits from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Christmas movie. How the misfit toys said, no one wants to play with us. We have no boy or girl who wants to play with us. And so we're all misfits. And so now she's feeling like a misfit, and all of her friends are. And they are now probably all in the bin saying, just like Annie's friends, yay, Annie made it, Annie made it, because she got out of Hannigan's little orphanage and into the streets of New York because she was looking for her parents. Okay, and so now this one has made it to my house, and I don't know what I'm going to name her, but perhaps somebody will say, oh, she's this, or she looks like that, and maybe you'll give me some idea of what to name her. So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the other side of my channel where I put all my shorts at. Until then.